Hello everyone, welcome to a Z Lifestyle. Good evening once again. Happy Christmas to you all. This one end so that you don't miss anything I cooked here. These are my vegetables and my ingredient that I'm going to use to cook the vegetarian festive most delicious food. I have for you garden eggs, tomatoes, my herbs seasoning, powder pepper seasoning, powder pepper, and my yam. Want it to one end so that you don't miss anything I cook here. So firstly, I have to wash my vegetable very well before I slice them or chop them into pieces. Sure, I remove all the seeds from the tomatoes and the garden eggs before I chop them properly. While slicing my onions and my tomatoes, I just slice one garden egg and put the rest aside. So these are the vegetables that I slice into pieces. So now let's start our garden egg stew preparation. I first put my garden eggs on fire, add some amount of water in the saucepan and leave it to boil for 10 minutes. Make sure I also added some amount of salt that will make the garden egg soft. After waited for 10 minutes, now my garden eggs is well cooked. This time I've already sliced my yams already, so I just put them aside and continue my stew before I came to the yam. After slicing my yams, I have to mash my garden eggs before I use it to cook. So guys, let's start cooking. I put my saucepan on the fire, added my oil, onions, and my chopping tomatoes into the frying pan. That I stir it properly. At this point, I added my sliced garden egg to leave it to fry for about 2 minutes before I add my mixing tomatoes inside the stew. After I added my mixing tomatoes to the stew, I stirred properly and added some amount of water to it to make the stew very soft. After that, I also added my herb spice to the stew because it's a vegetarian stew, but not a normal season. It's a natural season spice, and also added my salt and stir it together. After leaving the stew to boil for some minutes, I added my mashed garden eggs to the stew and stir it. Waited for some minutes to make my mashed garden eggs boil. For some minutes, I added my egg into the stew and leave it to cook for about 10 minutes. Now my garden egg stew is ready, so let's go to our yam preparation. I put some amount of water on the saucepan and put it on the fire, added amount of salt, and also washed my yams very well before I add it to the water. After added my yams in the water, I waited for 15 minutes to leave it to boil before I take it off the fire. Now my garden egg stew and my yam is ready to serve. Let me have a taste about what we cooked today. Very delicious and tastes great. You can try this at home.